Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic, welcome back to my channel. So today I am introducing you to my summertime junk journal. This is a journal I put together rather quickly so that I could put some memories in it from the summer. I have gotten so far behind in my own memory keeping that I was determined to make this journal and to slap in some photos and to make it quick and simple so that I could go about the rest of my life that I have, to take care of. So I made this journal cover out of an old curtain that I found, and I love it so much. It's a curved hidden spine, and then down here I used this metal piece, and I just added some, make sure my lighting's right here, some paper in the back, stamped out my little summer 2018, and then I added some glossy accents. I don't know if you can tell, but I just filled up the metal piece with glossy accents, and that worked fabulous for me. I still have to go in and add something there to make it look like it's screwed on the cover, even though it's not, because I forgot to do that before I added my paper on the other side. But anyway, I am loving this journal, and I'm loving what kind of fun I'm having with it. So I used this brown lace closure here, and I will say, before I get started in my flip through, I am actually working on another journal that's very similar that I can stick in my Etsy shop because I just love it so much. It says blessed instead of summer, obviously, and then it has that glossy accent finish. But anyway, as soon as I have the time to finish this one up, I'm excited to offer that to you guys as well. But for today, I'm going to take some much needed time for myself and just enjoy some junk journaling. So I thought I would share with you what I've started already. These are some elements that I've been saving, but first I have this stitched piece of paper here in the background of my journal, and I use this orange fabric. I really like the 70s muted tones, so that's why I really love this yellow curtain, and I love that orange. So I had been holding on to this from a magazine that I like to look through. It's by Gypsy Rose, and it has a lot of fun clothing items, and this year on their cover they had this VW bus, and those of you who know me know that I love my VW bus, so I had been holding on to that, and then once I cut it out, I'm like, hey, this is my summer 2018 junk journal, so I just left all of that title on there too. I love that. And this I had been saving from some packaging that my husband had. I've been holding on to that for months because I just love that so much. So anyway, then I just slapped my little blingy L down there, did some collaging. And then I'm just doing some memory keeping in here. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. I started adding some tabs. This one you just kind of look at this way. Just some things that have been going on in the summer. Some of these I've already journaled about in my Bloom journal, but I wanted to put them in this journal as well. And then I'm just kind of flipping through and working wherever I feel like working. And this was the other part of that magazine cover that I had saved, so I thought that would be a pretty place to do some journaling. Then I just pretty much added a bunch of blank papers in here that I enjoyed, and I'll work from there. This was that Gypsy Rose catalog again. One of my cat's names is Gypsy, so I'm like, well, hey, I guess I'll use that for her this time. And I think that's pretty much it. I have some pictures that my niece and nephew drew for me when we were camping, and I think that is everything that I have done in here. I used some Edith Holden papers because it's summer. I love the old ledger papers. And then just some coffee dyed papers and a mix of different scrapbook papers. Okay, so that's my flip through. Let's just get started on the journal with me. So I'm going to do a multiple page spread today of a recent camping trip we took over the 4th of July. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm trying to keep this rather simple, and I would love to get this journal done on time and be ready to move on after the warmer months to a new journal. But even as I make this video, I have fallen behind. I actually filmed this probably 3 or 4 weeks ago now, and I'm finally taking the time to edit. Things have just been so busy, but summer always is, right? Since I have blank pages to work with, I just picked a few pages where I liked the papers and colors. I decided to add a fabric pocket to the first page of the spread, and after stitching down a piece of lace and giving the pocket some stitching so that it appears to be sewn on the paper, I glue it down with my favorite glue, which is Fabri-Tac, as I mentioned in all of my journaling videos. I also add a little fabric tab to the top of the paper. I just like the color combo there. And then I decide to use a time card, staple on a couple snapshots from our campsite, and move along. So just to add a little bit of color, I decided to use this piece of fabric scrap that I had in between these two pages. I like the way that it brings them together. I take the piece of fabric over to my machine just to add a little bit of stitching, and then I glue that onto the center here. Something I've discovered in my junk journaling is I do kind of have a tendency to go back to my old scrapbooking ways. It's just what's in my brain, you know what I mean? So sometimes if I don't like the way the paper looks, I will definitely mat my photo with a different scrapbook paper to kind of give it the look that I want to achieve. I do this a lot in my personal journaling, where if I don't like the paper, I'll just cut a piece of scrapbook paper to fit over the top of it. Not a big deal at all. So that's what I'm doing here. This was a very plain white piece of paper, and I wanted to mat my photo and kind of bring everything together. So something that I love to do in Bible journaling that I'm bringing over to my junk journal today is using some acrylic paints to liven up my page. I don't know, I'm just feeling a lot of color today, I guess, and I don't want to journal on a blank page, so I'm pulling in my colors, getting out the green and yellow paint, and I'm just going to use my gift card and kind of spread it all over the page. This paper coaster is something that I absolutely love. It was a gift from a friend, and I've kind of been holding on to a few of them for the perfect thing. And because I use the green and yellow paint, it'll really make this coaster pop on my pictures. So because part of it is going to be showing on the other side and it's just white, I decided to spread the rest of my green paint on the back, just kind of give it a little pop of color, and then I'm just going to staple it to my paper. I decided, since I used the flowers on that coaster, that this was the perfect place to add a picture of all of the wildflowers that grew in that campground. That's one of the things that I love about them. So I'm adding that photo over here, where I will also do some journaling later, and I'm just matting it with some scrapbook paper again that I like. I just thought I would mention there isn't any specific reason why you see me switch glue bottles here. This bottle is almost out, so I thought I would use it up and then go back to my Fabri-Tac, because I really dislike this glue. It just kind of warps the paper, you know, making it so wet, and it takes a while to dry. I just really love the Fabri-Tac best, so I end up switching back to that again. I just thought I'd give it a shot. Here I just decided I'm going to use some more of the scrapbook paper that I already used to mat a couple more photos. This Tim Holtz paper is very distinct with the bugs and the words, but I think that using this brighter scrapbook paper to mat my photos will help pull those colors in again. And I do like the way that it turns out. I know that using bright, bold colors and patterns isn't everybody's thing, but I do enjoy doing it sometimes. I think it's fun. So to help pull these pages together some more and to make sure that it all feels uniform and like it's all one subject, I'm going to add my green and yellow paint again to this page. This little piece of acetate is so cute and it has the same yellow and green in it, so I am so excited. I have been saving this to use in my junk journal and I just love it. I know I was sent this piece in some friend mail and I can't remember who sent it to me, but thank you so very much. I love it. And now I'm just kind of flipping back and forth and deciding on some finishing touches to just kind of bring everything together. I end up adding a couple little more pieces of ephemera and then I complete my journaling. And that's it. That is it for this junk journal with me video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I definitely enjoyed doing this video today. I don't usually have an opportunity to do these kind of videos, especially with my journal with me videos concerning my monthly collection. So this was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to break into something different, and I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. I've mentioned it before, but if you aren't following me over on Instagram, please do, and we can be friends there. My name is cheaply_chic_, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I will be back for some journal with me videos in this month's Inspire kit. For those of you who are interested, there are a handful left over in my shop, and that link will be down below too. But otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye!